Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about one subject that many people had came to me for advice on. And this one thing that people want to find out and want to learn about, want to improve on is how do I become a confident speaker? That is one of the most common thing that people want to learn about. So I hear it all the time. Listen, how do I speak like this person? How do I speak like that person? How do I speak like you? I want to become a smooth operator. I want to be an attractive speaker. I want to be a dynamic speaker. I want to speak with confidence. At the end, I want my audience to draw into my message. I want people to buy my products. I want people to buy into my philosophy. But how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. I'm so frustrated. Every time when I'm speaking in front of people, I get so nervous, I went blank. Does that describe some of you? And if it does, and I'm sure it does, today's message is for you. Listen, I have been a speaker, trainer, mentor to many people, sales individual, salesperson for many, many years. So I had to speak in front of many, many, many people, whether it's one-on-one, 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 25, 1 to 65, 1 to 100, 1 to thousands, 1 to few thousand people. I have done it multiple times after times after times. But I'm going to begin by telling all of you who want to become a confident speaker is this one thing. Anyone that you admire on stage, anyone that you admire on their speaking ability, anybody you admire as a great communicator, I want to assure you one thing. They started very, very, very bad. So anybody that you see today, they're doing something great. Guess what? They used to be very bad before. So don't feel that you are alone and say, hey, you know what? I'm not a great speaker. And you only practice on speaking for less than 2 months. You're not supposed to be great if you only try out something or anything for a 2 month or 6 months. It takes a lot of practice to be great in anything. In this case, I'm talking about becoming a confident speaker, right? I want to give you a couple hacks on how do you improve on how to become a more effective yet a confident speaker, right? So first thing is practice a lot more. Now, as simple as this first tip I'm sharing with you, a lot of people are not willing to do it, right? I'll give you an example. The first time I spoke in front of thousands of people was over 27 years ago when I was in Las Vegas, MGM. I was speaking in front of like 15,000 people. I was overconfident. You know, I was one of the uprising sales leader. I got my little 2 to 3 minute speaking gig in front of 15,000 people. I thought 2 to 3 minutes was so short, I don't need to prepare. So the night before I went up with all my colleagues, we had a blast, we were having a lot of fun. At the end, we were in Vegas, so I did not prepare my 2 minutes speaking gig. Guess what happened? You can imagine what happened, right? Man, when the time it was my turn, you know, sweat started coming out, palm is all sweaty, I was shaking. I went on stage, I forgot everything that I was going to say, and I went literally blank. That was one of the most embarrassing moments, one of the most embarrassing moments of my career because I didn't prepare. So for any one of you want to become a confident speaker, there is no shortcut to it, okay? I want you to know, because a lot of people say, I want to speak like that. What is the shortcut? There is no shortcut, but there is a hack to it. It's to practice a lot more. Whatever you want to say, whatever you want to deliver, whether it's one-on-one, 1 to 5, 1 to 25, 1 to 70, 1 to 10,000 one day, I want you to write down a script from beginning, what is the middle, what is the end, intro, what is the body, and what is the outro, and practice again and again and again and again. If you think that five times, you'll be okay. You will know what you're going to say. I want you to do it times what? At least two more times. If 5 times 2, practice 10 times minimum. So understand one thing. Whether you're going into a customer and try to sell your product, or you're trying to go to the ballroom and try to get your investors to invest into your ideas in your company, or you're leading a group of leaders and you try to persuade them to get going in the month of, let's say, March, and you want to make it March a madness in your sales office. You want to motivate them. It doesn't matter what message you're about to give. You need to practice more than you think that you should. You need to over prepare, right? And the second pointer is talk slower. You know, when I first started as a spanking rookie speaker, leader, entrepreneur, whatever you call it, I thought speaking very fast shows a lot of confidence. But you know what I found out later? The opposite is true. Now, don't get me wrong. You will get to a level one day you can speak a little bit faster because you already got all the bullets and all the resources. You got enough content. You practice so many years and it flow out of your mind. And it's so easy for you to speak freely, right? And you can speak a little bit faster later on in your career. But at the beginning, I'm talking about, you need to really slow down your speed, because when you slow down your speed, it reduces what? Nervousness. The faster you talk, and sometimes you miss a point here and there, all of a sudden you become very nervous because your thoughts are lost. So the slower you speak, the more clarity of message you can give it to your audience. It actually helps you to reduce your nervousness, right? And you are able to regain your thoughts. If you miss one pointer, if you speak a little bit slower and you do like a 3-second pause, it can help you to catch on the pointer that you miss. So learn how to talk slower, all right? Number 3, have a get to the point script, right? And some of you might say, well, what do you mean by script? Can I just flow? Can I just freestyle like some of this influence out there? And it sounds so cool, they don't need any notes. Guess what? Look, all right? Let's be real here. All right, before you get to the black belt in karate, let's start white belt first, okay? You are not even at the orange belt right now. You're not even at the yellow belt right now. So learn how to have a script, right? What is the script? What is the intro? When you show up in front of your customer's house, what is your intro? If you want to speak in front of 100 people about your opportunity you want to present to, how do you start your intro? Is it very serious? Is it you want to make a joke and you want to relax people? Whatever that intro might be, remember that, memorize that, okay? Then you have your body, right? Intro and you have your body. Body is what? Your content. What exactly are you trying to persuade your audience to buy into? Whether it's product, philosophy, ideas. So prepare your intro, prepare your body, content, and obviously prepare your outro. What is the outro? Hopefully you are trying to get your customer to buy your product. That's your outro, right? And the reason why you need to buy this product today is right? And if you want to persuade people to do more numbers, you're challenging other people. Hey, congratulations for attending this 2 days event. But when you go home today, I don't want you to forget everything that we talk about today. Immediately, I need you to set up your 3 top goals that you need to hit in the next 60 days. What are you doing? That's an outro to challenge your audience to set up a goal, set up a target to hit, right? So remember, having a get to the point script is everything. Because as a speaker, I notice a lot of rookie people who want to become a better speaker. They just go on and on. They start to talk a little bit here. They start to talk a little bit there. They start to talk a little here. At the end, they spend so much time on talking about nothing and they don't get to the point. So that's the last thing you want to do as a speaker. So make sure you have a well-prepared script. Number 4, this is a very important one. After I messed up my 2-minute speaking gig in front of 15,000 people with my first company, I promised myself I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to over-prepare every time. More than just over-prepare. Guess what I learned how to do? I learned how to do role play in front of another person that I trust, who can give me honest, authentic criticism and feedback. You don't want to go to a person and do role play and they just tell you how amazing you are because they don't want to hurt your feeling. You need to pick a buddy, a friend that is someone that, number 1, you trust. Number 2, you know that friend of yours or that family member of yours. They are not afraid to tell you things you don't want to hear, right? And if you mess it up on your presentation, if you mess it up on the introduction of your message, you want that individual in front of you to say, look, man, I didn't like what you were saying. You know what? You were too soft. You know what? You were too strong. You know what? You were just too boring. Guess what Roleplay can do for you? Roleplay can help you to get constructive criticism. So find a mentor, find a friend, find a family member that you truly respect, and that individual is also a great communicator, and get that feedback from that individual. And keep doing role play until you become very, very, very relaxed when you're doing presentation or speaking in front of a camera or speaking in front of a real life person in this case. And the last pointer, guess what? This is important. Record yourself. Record yourself. All right? Before you get on stage, before you speak in front of people, and if you're new, whatever you want to say, record on your phone and replay it after that, and you'll be able to listen to your own voice. Oh my God, I had too much of this. Oh, you know what? I speak too fast. Oh my God, I think I need a little bit more stories to attach to my message so the stories can make my presentation more persuasive. Does it make sense for you? So if you can do those 5 things, I gave you 5 hacks to become a more confident speaker. And believe me, you will become better and better each day as you're becoming a leader that's leading people. You will become a better speaker as you practice more and more. And guess what? There is nothing can replace live performance. When I say live performance is what? I'm not talking about you singing and you're a celebrity. Look, volunteer to speak in your office, volunteer to speak in your company, volunteers to speak at your church. The more you practice, the better you become. And bingo, one day, you become a super extreme confident speaker. And one day when you look back, you'll be like, wow. The reason why I become confident is also because I found a hack, or in this case, I found hacks to improve myself. So guys, I hope today's message can help some of you who is an entrepreneur, intrapreneur, sales leader, executive, managers, and hopefully my message today gave you some tips on how to become a more confident speaker. Remember, you want to make big income, you want to grow your company, you want to grow your church, you want to grow your family. One thing you have to start to learn is what? Your communication skill. All right, guys, I hope today's video have given you a lot of hope to becoming a better and more confident speaker. So start to download my Just Win app. Inside my app, there are thousands of free contents you can listen to, you can learn from. And the reason why, again, I'm recording all these videos is because I know many of you out there are looking for practical, real advice on how to becoming better in your business, in your life. And I appreciate your support. Post a comment below and let me know what you thought of today's video. All right, guys, take care. JW here. If you like my content, comment below and download my JW Just Win app. See you next time.